Phew. Couple big blowers ready to go. Can I order a pallet of heads, please? For one race meet. Now for the best bit.
In today's video, we are at Sydney Drag Race. That was nuts.
Good morning, fine gentlemen.
Morning.
I missed the memo with the Talk Media shirts.
There you go. Did.
Here you go.
Oh, cool. Came prepared.
There you go, one for you.
Oh, sick. Boys, today is the big day. We're at 8 p.m. for Timmy Boy's birthday. It's time for the big block here, the Dyno. Fuck, it's been a while since I've been here, but I feel like I'm going to be here quite often again.
There you go.
I think so. Oh yeah, it's been a long time since I've been in this. Shit, the last time I was here, you could, oh no, the last time I was here, your engine was together. Shoo! Look at this big Johnny. The injector head doesn't look so bloody big on this thing, does it? Look how much fuel it gets. So, on clickbait, we literally have 3 that come out of the distribution block and go into the hat. That's it. He's then got 2 that come into the top of the blower, 1 that goes into the bottom of the blower, 4 that come into the manifold. Like, this is proper serious shit. Pretty spicy, eh, Benny?
Pretty impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, whereas I thought everything would be so monstrous, it's just like, I think now because of the hat, everything's just proportionate. Like, it's the way it should look, I guess. God damn, look at that.
That's where all that noise comes from, Itchy. Alright, I'm going to use that. I'm sure you will. Who's the people going?
Davies Craig water pump. Must be pretty good if they use them in here. Alright, so while Aaron dials in the stuff for the big block, they're having some issues, I think, with wiring. They're literally calling into the States, just trying to dial some things in. We're going to go next door, which is the Lamatina racing crew area, and it's where they keep the trucks, it's where they keep the cars, it's where they keep everything. So hopefully we get to see some goodies, because they're in there prepping for, is it Mildura?
Mildura.
Which is it this weekend or next weekend?
Next weekend.
Next weekend. So they're prepping, so hopefully we should see some cool shit. That's a spicy meatball right there. Bro, it has less fuel than your car. Oh wow. couple blowers.
It's just a few.
Look at Villa crankshaft. Looks polished.
Oh wow.
Looks fucking polished.
I'm gonna get a shot of that. Look at this, what they keep just to roll it around on.
Itchy, I don't think you fit, bro.
I'll go and have a look. Damn. Look at that. Crazy. Couple Maggies. Another couple Maggies.
I don't think
Oh wow.
we're sitting in here looking at that screen, eh?
Yeah, no.
For that 3.9 seconds?
Yeah.
Have you seen like a car from like the US? There's like one from Leah Pritchett, and she's like, yeah, all good, and takes off, and everything's just a blur.
Yeah.
The whole, like, camera.
But in the stands, it's a blur. Like your eyes shake, you can't see.
Twin race.
Yeah, and then there's twin mag drive, twin mag drive, twin mag drive.
The head's lined up down there.
Wow. Couple big blowers ready to go. How sick is that? Surely they wouldn't miss one.
We're going to find out next door, but it's not going all the way through at the moment.
Why, kick your rods out?
No, fuck, don't say that. No, it's
Look at that. Heads for days.
big tail shaft, eh?
Yeah. I'm surprised that they didn't just shrink it and just make it so you bolt that to that. Although their clutch pack probably just fits in there.
Yeah. No, right. It looks so far from ready to me, but
Literally just needs the body on it.
20 minutes.
And then the bodies and cone and everything's just sitting up here. Oh, look at that. For the people that don't know how a blower works or what's inside of a blower, how fucking cool is that? Back casing of it. Oh wow. Look at all the clutches and everything. Fuck. And then all these boxes are full of them too. Clutch pack's ready to go. So cool. Look at these. Oh man, they are solid. That is so sick. I'm surprised there's that many wires in there actually.
Halfway through the run, just bent here and banana it up in the air.
Ah.
Oh, is it?
Oh, sick. We'll have a look.
Oh, yeah, there's one here.
Oh yeah, wow. Polishing the wheels over here.
Trailers are so good.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's right.
Oh wow, yeah, you can see the bar at the end there is literally pinched and snapped. Must have flexed here too, there's cracks in the carbon.
They've done it twice.
Wow.
Snap top fuel line twice. More heads. More heads.
Yeah.
Just a bit of billet. More heads.
Oh, a pallet of heads.
Just Alan Johnson.
Can I order a pallet of heads, please? For one race meet? Fuck, that is so cool. Oh, they're so soft. Couple of pistons and rods. Oh my god, look at the rods! Like, that's my finger next to it. Look at the size of that! Wow. I wonder how much these tyres are, because like there's not much to them when you really think about it.
In the grand scheme of the cost of running a top fuel car, I'm sure they're
Yeah,
not
the tyres
that expensive.
probably at the bottom of the cost.
Yeah.
Lads, do you hate installing suspension? I don't know about you, but there is one thing that is quite annoying, and it is installing suspension. And the rig over here, our tow rig where we tow clickbait to every event, it needs help with suspension. So, beautiful as it may be, Fulcrum Suspension is having a 50% off their click and fit sale currently, right now in the month of March. So you get 50% off installation on suspension on your rig. So all you have to do is jump onto their website, and they have the incredible function where you can punch in your rego and it'll show you the parts for your car that fit. They're one of the only websites that do that and do it well. And also in the month of March, 3 of you legends will actually get your installation done completely free, 100% free. So now is the perfect time if you have been looking into suspension for your rig. So jump on the Fulcrum website today and get a quote for your rig.
I've heard of dudes like not being able to let go of it, basically just going over all sorts of shit.
So yeah, massive shout out to the Lamatina boys for actually letting us next door to go check that out, because that is sick. That is like once in a lifetime stuff. You don't get the opportunity to go see all that cool stuff. And there would be so much money in there, so it's awesome that they were willing to let us in there to film. They're still having some issues like wiring wise. They can't figure out what it is, but pretty much we're just playing the waiting game. No, it doesn't matter how ready you are, how prepared you are. Always be prepared for a dyno day. It is never a dyno session. It is never a dyno morning. It is a dyno day. We've only been here for an hour and a half, but it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day, but we're keen. At least it's a good way to spend a Saturday at least. Oh, Alrighty, so today's a new day. Shipfully, it was a no-go with the big block on the dyno yesterday, and it ended up coming down to a little wiring, like CAN bus wiring harness, just a little like adapter that more or less ruined our day, made it so we couldn't use it, because on a Saturday, there's not many of them even in Australia most likely, so might have one this week, but then Tim's flying out to Mexico today for a holiday, so we've literally got, probably just gonna have to wait to see it. So even though we've been waiting 2 years, we're gonna have to wait a little longer. So it's going to bleed into today's video, which was going to be a separate video, and we're pulling the engine out in clickbait. So pulling this engine out, gonna try and, well, not diagnose, but at least have a look at some of the issues and carnage, and then get it over to APM so they can see if anything's salvageable. Awesome. And then it's time for an LY6. So pull it out. Let's start fucking emptying the fluids. Got Benny here to help me, and then we'll pull the donk out. It shouldn't take too long because a lot of the stuff's semi-reachable. So let's just get straight into it. All right, so the whole entire front clip is off. Man, you can see from all the scuba diving we're doing at Power Cruise, it's so fucking dirty in here. At least we'll be able to give everything a proper clean. And so now we just need to get did much coolant come out of the engine? No. Nothing? So there's probably still gonna be a bit of water in it, but that's not too bad. And then now we just gotta get the oil out of it, and we start really pulling everything down and get the fucker out. Big bit?
No, I'm feeling the hole.
Oh yeah, like
Pretty
in the
decent.
engine, yeah. So, pretty much almost there. It's almost ready to go. So was it above the starter?
Yeah, it's like just down there something.
Ah, it's too dark. We'll see it when we pull it out.
Yeah.
Stick some fingers in there. All right, so engine mounts. Finish the trans housing bolts. Nearly there, nearly ready to pull it out. Alrighty, so now we're pulling off, pretty much this is the second last step before the engine comes out. We are pulling the converter bolts out of the flywheel so that the engine can then be separated from the box. And then we'll just put it on the crane, under the engine mounts, and lift her away. That should be everything. Whew. I think it's crazy seeing it strip down this far again. It really sucks because like when we put the engine in, it took us like 20 minutes. Then of course Aaron at Easy Life, he put the box in, but then like everything else was an accumulation of slow one by one kind of thing. So you're like, oh yeah, this is only take us 20 minutes to pull it back out, and then you remember how much shit you've got to undo and take off, and even still, this is nothing compared to most engines. This is a factory engine, man. I feel like it'd take twice as long. How you going, Benny?
Good.
Yeah, the bolts that they've used, or the bolts that they've put into the flywheel, into the converter, man, they're some of the friggin' strongest bolts I've ever friggin', or strongest Loctite or whatever they've used. It was a mission to get it out. We've still got one more to go. I got the first one, Benny's got the second one.
I'll have to call in the third person to get the third one.
I was about to say, if only Tim was here, he'd do the third one.
He wouldn't have done the third one anyway.
No. Slide the can out. Nice, Gary. Now for the best bit.
Not bad.
Good thing we're getting a whole short motor, because I highly doubt anything in there is going to be useful. Like that's a bit of, that's still in there. I can't believe it turns over. Wow. Oh. Fucking hell. That's awesome. Alrighty guys, so that's where we're leaving it today. I'll come back throughout the week and I'll start stripping the accessories off it, and I'll probably even take it all the way over to APM, which is a pretty far way away from me. And pretty much they'll just pull it apart and assess what is savable. Judging by the huge inspection hole in the side of the block that we just found, I don't think anything from that bottom end is going to be salvageable. I really think that the crank is going to be pretty sore on that end, but that's okay. It's at the end of the day, it is what it is. Sucks, but we'll move on. We're just going to really hope that the heads are okay. which is literally is at the moment could be 50-50. We pulled out the spark plugs that were above all the destruction, and the spark plugs are still looking fine. So that's a good indicator, because obviously the spark plug sticks out in the head where the valves are. So if the end of the spark plug was obliterated, then that would kind of tell us that there's going to be some damage up there. So moving forward from here, we are going to be looking into a LY6 short motor. So that's with rods, pistons, everything. The cam should be fine, hopefully, out of the alloy block that we just pulled out. If the heads are fine, all of the top end and everything will just go straight on. And then we'll do rings and bearings in the LY6 short motor that we'll be getting. And then hopefully we're ready to party. Now, APM is one of the busiest shops in Australia. A lot of the big name shops, all of the big name shops, they're all a big weight. They're all very busy, and there's a reason, because they're all at the top of their game. And everyone wants engines built by them, and that's just the way it is. So we are really hoping that a good goal to set, so that we're not putting too much pressure on everyone, all parties involved. We're going to try and aim for Brashnats. So that's going to be the big comeback. And we're thinking, since that we're going to have some downtime for a couple months, and the engine's going to be out, we're going to obviously fix up the firewall, the engine bay firewall, just make it so that it looks a lot neater. A lot of the small little things that are still in the engine bay that I didn't take off originally from the factory side, we'll take all them out as well, and then we'll get the engine bay looking nicer. And I think we'll actually do a color change. So if there's a color that you think would work amazing on clickbait, I've already got one in my head that I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with, but comment down below, tell me what color you think clickbait would actually look amazing in, and we'll consider it. Because, like, even though it feels like it's only been this color for a very short time, it's still been almost 2 years, and I have always been the person that changes the color of my car every year, kind of thing. I was going to plan to change it for summer nuts this year coming, or next year coming, but this is just fitting. It's a good time to do it. The engine's already going to be out, so why not? So if there's a good color that you can think of, drop it down below. Let me know. Alrighty guys, that's probably where we're going to wrap up today's video. The good thing that this weekend coming is it is Bathurst Autofest. So sure, we were going to take clickbait, sucks we aren't going to take it now, but it means that we can make even better content for you guys, because we have the one less thing to worry about. We're not worrying about the car all weekend. So gonna get some sick shots of some cars doing skids, gonna get some sick shots of us just hanging out with the boys, having fun and enjoying ourselves. So we will catch you then. Alrighty guys, catch you later, take it easy, see you later, peace.
Bugging, there's nothing that we got in common. I've been out grinding and hustling, investing this paper, got tired of eating that ramen. All of my music be heat, I ain't missing a beat. I've been blessed with impeccable timing. Watch all them people who friendly, it turn into envy whenever they see